You know that feeling, right? You drop some serious, hard-earned cash on a premium smartphone. You unbox it, you're super excited, but then, just a few months down the line, it starts crawling. You check the specs, you saw the top-tier processor, you saw the massive 12 gigs of RAM, and yet, there you are, staring at a lagging loading screen. Welcome to our explainer. Today, we're diving into the hidden tech truth that smartphone brands almost never want to talk about.
So why exactly do these expensive phones with top-tier chips still end up sluggish? A lot of people instantly blame bulky software updates or think their battery is just degrading. They go, oh, it's the new Android update, or my battery's just old. But by doing that, they are completely missing the real, hidden specification that actually dictates whether your device feels lightning fast or incredibly frustrating.
The real culprit is UFS Storage, Universal Flash Storage. This right here is the true hidden pulse of your device. Now, it might just be one tiny little line on a massive spec sheet, but let me tell you, getting this wrong is a very expensive mistake. UFS dictates exactly how fast your phone can read and write data. And if your data can't move quickly, your entire smartphone experience is going to suffer, no matter how much you paid for it.
Okay, let's break this down to make it super simple. Picture your phone as a bustling, high-end restaurant kitchen. Your processor, that's the chef. They're doing all the heavy lifting, making the rapid-fire decisions. The RAM is the kitchen counter, where all your active prep work happens. But the UFS storage, that is the kitchen pantry. It's the massive room where every single ingredient, all your apps, your photos, your heavy games, is kept.
And here is exactly where the bottleneck happens. Think about it. A world-class Michelin star chef is completely useless if they have to wait forever for ingredients to arrive from a slow pantry. Even the absolute fastest, most expensive processor in the world is just standing there idle if your files are stuck in slow storage. Every single time you open Instagram or launch a game, the chef is asking the pantry for ingredients. If that pantry is slow, your phone lags. It really is that simple.
All right, let's look at the actual numbers for these pantries, starting with UFS 2.2. This is your everyday worker. You'll usually find this in budget and mid-range phones, and it hits read speeds of about 1,200 megabytes per second. Now, 1,200 sounds like a massive number, and honestly, for everyday users, it does a pretty reliable job.
This tier is built for a very specific type of user. It's perfectly fine for basic social media, scrolling Facebook, texting on WhatsApp, watching YouTube videos. It even has this clever feature called Write Booster that acts like a temporary turbo mode when you're downloading an app. But, and this is a massive but, it starts to severely sweat the moment you try recording high-resolution 4K video or launching graphically intense games. The pantry doors just aren't wide enough to push that much data through at once.
Which brings us to the next tier up, UFS 3.1. Tech experts widely consider this the absolute sweet spot for mid-range and premium buyers. If you are spending anywhere in that mid to high price bracket right now, this is exactly what you should be hunting for on that spec sheet.
And it is incredibly obvious why it's the sweet spot. UFS 3.1 literally doubles the read speed of 2.2. By doubling the speed that your phone can pull data out of that pantry, it guarantees your heavy apps launch quicker, switching between tasks feels buttery smooth, and those massive games load up incredibly fast.
But hey, it's not just about raw speed. UFS 3.1 brings some serious perks. It lets you save 4K video instantly, so no more freezing for a few seconds when you hit stop on a recording. It gives you blazing fast multitasking. And crucially, it introduces deep sleep technology, which drastically drops power consumption when the phone is idle. So you get that insane flagship-level speed without completely tanking your battery life.
Finally, we enter the absolute bleeding edge, the flagship monster, UFS 4.1. This tier just completely shatters the barriers, pushing read speeds well over a staggering 4,000 megabytes per second. When you look at the most premium, ultra-high-end smartphones on the market today, this is the engine running under the hood.
You might be wondering, why on earth would anyone need 4,000 megabytes per second? Well, we aren't just moving files anymore. This level of efficiency is what you need to seamlessly record massive 8K video without dropping a single frame. It's what drives those heavy, on-device AI features that all the modern phones are boasting about. And honestly, most importantly, it manages heat like a total pro. Smarter storage means the phone stays cooler and uses way less power, even when you're pushing it to its absolute limits.
But hold on a second. Before you run out and demand a UFS 4.1 phone, we need to bust a massive myth here. Do not fall into the trap of thinking a high UFS number is a magic fix for a badly designed smartphone. Having the fastest storage in the world means absolutely nothing if the rest of the device can't keep up. Think about it like this. It is literally like putting Ferrari racing fuel into a broken-down car. Pairing blisteringly fast UFS 4.1 storage with a weak processor, not enough RAM, or terrible software is just a massive waste. Sure, the fuel is premium, but if the engine can't process it, you are never going to get that magic speed you paid for.
So, the ultimate takeaway is that you absolutely need balance. You need a powerful processor to be that fast chef, you need ample RAM for a large kitchen counter, smooth software to run the place efficiently, proper cooling so your kitchen doesn't overheat, and of course, fast UFS storage as your pantry. All of these components have to work in perfect harmony for you to actually feel true flagship speed.
So how do we actually apply this? Before you drop your cash on a new phone this year, let's make choosing the right storage super simple. We've put together a quick, highly practical buying guide based entirely on how you actually use your device.
If you're just doing basic social media, making calls, scrolling Facebook, maybe some WhatsApp, save your money. Stick to UFS 2.2, it will serve you perfectly. If you are a pro gamer, a heavy multitasker, or you're editing videos on your phone, do not settle for anything less than UFS 3.1. And if you are buying a premium AI-powered flagship today and you want it to run flawlessly for the next 4 to 5 years, paying that extra premium for UFS 4.1 is totally worth the investment.
So remember this golden rule. Never ignore the tiny details on the spec sheet. A perfectly balanced, well-rounded device running UFS 3.1 is almost always a much smarter purchase than some overpriced phone that neglects its core components just so it can brag about one single flagship feature on a billboard.
Which brings me to you. What UFS version is your current phone running right now in August 2026? Are you surviving on 2.2, enjoying that sweet spot of 3.1, or flying high with 4.1? Drop your current phone model and its UFS version in the comments below so we can discuss if it still holds up today. And hey, if this explainer helped you understand the hidden pulse of your smartphone, make sure to subscribe for more hidden tech truths, because if the brands won't highlight the specs that actually matter, we will. Keep learning, and I'll catch you